Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a cat hat, and let's get started. Here are some of the tools that you're going to be needing. I like to use this yarn here. This is one of my favorite yarns. It's one of my go-to yarns. It's the Red Heart. I buy it at Joann's. It's really soft. I love it. I make a lot of my hats and scarves and stuff with this yarn. So yeah, I used this one and another one. I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, I really love this yarn. This is the one that I always go to. Then we're also going to be needing a pair of scissors, just a regular pair of scissors. You're also going to be needing a needle to weave in the ends of your yarn. It's just a standard little yarn needle. You can get that at Joann's as well. And I'm also going to be using this crochet hook. It's a 4mm crochet hook. I love this size. This is my go-to size. They have other sizes, but yeah, this is my go-to hook. This is the one I love. And I love the little handle. Just easy to use. So let's get right into it. Sometimes I also like to use a measuring tape. So like when I'm making my hats, sometimes I may just want to measure the head instead of stitch counting. So this is another tool that you can keep handy that you may want to use. Like I said, just in case you really don't feel like stitch counting, because sometimes you lose your count. So yeah. So here you can see I've already started. I started with my chain, making my chain. You can stitch count if you want, but for this, I'm just doing measuring my chain. So I'm gonna do it until it's about 20 inches long. That's gonna be just big enough for my head. It's gonna have a little bit of a stretch to it. So yeah, so you just keep that in mind that when you are making something and you're measuring, it will have some stretch to it. Okay, so I finished my chain and I've started on my first row of double crochet. So the technique that I'm doing now, you just go through your chain, then you're going to pull through two, pull through two. Like I said, this is not a beginner's tutorial. This is just me showing you how I made my cat hat. If you want me to do a full tutorial step by step, just please let me know down in the comments and I can get that together for you. So yeah, so like I said, this is the first row of half double crochets, and I will see you at the end when I'm done with this row. Okay, so here we are. This is what your work should look like so far after you finish that first row. Eventually, we're going to connect this together at the end. That's when our needle comes into play. So yeah, let's just keep going. Okay guys, we're back. This is where we are so far. This is what it should look like. It's just a lot of back and forth. Like I said, it's pretty simple. So far we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. We're going to go to about 18. So see you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. So this is where we are so far. This is what your work should be looking like. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. And like I said, we're going to go to 18 rows. And I also want to show you guys another tool that I like to use. It's called a stitch marker. You can buy these at Joann's as well. It's very simple to use. It just holds your place on your last stitch. So to use it, once you make your chain 1 at the end of your work, you're going to place your stitch marker right before you make your chain 2. So the chain that's hanging from your crochet hook, you're going to place your stitch marker right there. And then you're going to proceed to finish your chain 2. And once you do that, you're going to turn your work and you're just going to keep going. I placed the stitch marker at the other end when I finish, just to keep my place, because sometimes that stitch at the end gets missed and you lose count of how many stitches you're supposed to have, and then you don't realize it until you're like a couple of rows in. So yeah, it just holds your place. That last stitch always gets missed because it's kind of hard to see. So yeah, so it just kind of helps you keep your place. And then once you place your stitch marker and turn and everything, you just continue on with your with your double crochets, not half double crochets, but your double crochets. And yeah, so that's the stitch marker, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, we're back. We've completed all of our rows, so this is what it should look like so far. I don't think I did 18 rows. It just started to look a little long. So yeah, I think I stopped at 17. So let me see. Yes, I stopped at 17. So yeah, 17 is fine. If you want to do 18, that's totally fine. It's up to you. It depends on how you want your hat. So now we are going to start to sew the sides. So I'm going to bring out my scissors so that we can cut our yarn down a little bit, because we're going to sew in the side. So you want to make sure you leave enough yarn to sew in two sides. So yeah, so we're just going to cut it. And then this is where our needle comes into play. So we're going to use our needle connected to our yarn and to use that to sew in the sides. If I can find it, it was just here a minute ago. Sorry guys, just bear with me. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to connect our needle to the yarn, pull it through. Okay, so we're going to seal the end from our last stitch. We're going to close that off. So you just kind of pull that through, secure it. That's from the last stitch that you made. So, and then we're going to put the ends together. You need to make sure the ends match. You're going to start at the very end. You don't want anything hanging. So you're going to start with the last stitch on each side. You're just going to put your needle through both of those. And we're going to sew down the side, and then we're going to go back, and then we're going to sew down the other side. So yeah, this is considered the, I guess, the inside of the hat. So yeah, so you put your needle through those last two stitches on each side, and make sure you get both sides of the stitch, and then you just pull through. And you're just going to continue that motion back and forth until you get all the way to the other end. So yeah, a little hard here. Yarn's in my way. Okay, so we're just gonna pull that through. And it's just simple. It's just weaving in and out of the stitches on the end, and just make sure you keep your work straight so that when you get to the end, everything is still lined up. You don't want to get all the way to the end and realize that your work is off, and then you have to take it all out and start all over again. That's kind of a pain. So yeah, we'll see you when we get to the end with the finished product. Okay guys, here we are with the finished hat. Before we cut our yarn, we are going to weave in the ends, which I guess you will call it the tail. So to do that, you're just going to take your needle and you're going to go through a couple of the stitches. You're just hiding the tail before you clip it, so it's just not hanging out. This also makes your work look neater. It prevents it from unraveling. Some people like to tie knots at the end and clip it. I like to weave in my ends. And I do it a couple times just to make sure that it does not come loose. So you just put it through some stitches, pull through. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to clip it as close as possible. Then you're going to clip any other tails that you may have hanging. And remember why I said this is the inside of the hat? So you're going to take your hat and you're going to flip it. So now this is the outside. That just hides all of your stitching that you did on the inside. So yeah, so this is the finished hat. I think it looks really cute. So yeah, we're gonna try it on. Super cute, super cute. I love it. See how the little ears just automatically just poke out. It's really cute. I like it. So yeah, so this wasn't a full tutorial. So if you would like to see me make a beginner's video from beginning to end, just let me know down in the comments and I'll do that for you. But yeah, this came out really cute. Well, that's it for today. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.